Hare Srinivasa, Jai Sri Ram. 15th Bhagavata Saroddhara class, 5th Vairagya Prakarana, renouncing the worldly affairs. Sloka 7, that is 63, Katham Priyaya. Sloka 8, 64, Prattaha Smaranstha. Sloka 9, 65, Tejeta Koshastha. These three slokas taken from Moola Bhagavatam 7, 6, 17, 7, 6, 18 and 7, 6, 19. The Vishnu Tirtha Swami has quoted in this Vairagya Prakarana. These three slokas are of child Prahlada, who is explaining about the renunciation, the Vairagya. The child Prahlada is further warning his fellow classmates, the children of Asuras, the Daitya Balakas, in the following these three verses. Why human will fail to denounce? Why the human will be always immersed in the worldly affairs? He gives many reasons, many causes, many examples he gives. We will take, very briefly we will take this. A person cannot give up the company of his beloved wife. Definitely, once a person is married, a married person will be having a lot of problems, a lot of affairs, a lot of things day to day. Some other things will be coming like waves of an ocean. He will be having sympathy always to his wife. It is a fact. It should be. While enjoying with his wife, he will forget all other his duties. Common fact. He will be always bound with his mind towards his well-wishers, children and friends. So further, his attachment is increasing. Apart from his wife, he will be always bound with his mind towards his well-wishers, children and friends. He is attracted by the sweet words of his children. If the children are very full, the small children, if they talk in Todulu Bhashe, Balaka, is all the some utterances are there, he will be very happy. He will be immersed with them. He will ask to talk something. What is this? What is that? He will enjoy. It is a fact. He will be always bound with his mind towards his well-wishers, children and friends. He is attracted by the sweet words of his children. He is happily associated with his married daughters as well, because their daughters are married. So he will be happily associated with them and their families, the daughter, the son-in-law, their children, their father-in-laws, mother, some more people will be attached to him. Then he will be always in interaction with them and all the time. So and so and so and so, their family and so and so. His contacts with the persons in relationship will increase multiple fold, friends, relatives, neighbors, etc., etc. His brothers, sisters, parents, and apart from that, well-furnished house is there, inherent property is there, cattle, servants, and he is having some grade. He may be having a very good position in a company, maybe managing director, he may be a great politician, he may be a minister, whatever it may be, many things. He may be vice chancellor of a university, he may be a dean of this big hospital, whatever it may be. So these all the things he is immersed. So these all will tempt him to spend more and more time with them, with his officers, with his work and all things. His greed will increase and he will continue to be with them at all the time. All the time he will be there. Then he will be in association with those, all the persons, place, thing, whatever it may be, with all the time with them he will be associated. The pleasure of touch and the taste will increase and the person is finally locked in the worldly affairs, worldly enjoyments, worldly attachments and worldly duties. Many other words, many words you can utilize. Based person to person it differs, but he will be busy elsewhere. That's all. He will be busy elsewhere with some other work, some other cause, whatever it may be. So what happens? The pleasure of touch and taste will increase and the person is finally locked in the worldly enjoyments. He will enter into the world of delusion. Spending whole of his time in maintaining his family, his prestige, his duties, it will make him blind. He will be like a blind cattle, like, so he will be always immersed in that worldly affairs only. He will totally forget totally the purpose of his life. His life is now totally comparable to the life of a wild animal. Ultimately, he will be under the influence of delusion and fails to renounce. Vairagya will not be there. It will not come near to him at all. It will be 1,000,000 miles away from him, the Vairagya, the renunciation word. He fails to move towards God realization. So meaning of this is, one should perform his duties in the world but should not get attached to the worldly affairs. He should think of the very purpose of the human life and follow the sayings of the scriptures. Apart, be associated with the world, family, friends. No doubt, he should be associated. He got a duty, everything. He got a physical body, he got a connection, he got his place, nation, world, everything is there. He has got responsibilities, everything are there. The meaning of Prahlada Rayuru telling is, apart from that, you should have something in the mind, that is God realization. We should work for that. How we are working for our family, for our neighbor, for our benefit, like that, it is also for our personal gain, mental gain, for reaching the Sahasrara, for reaching the Vasudeva, Rupi Paramatma. We should follow the sayings of the scriptures, sayings of the sages, sayings of our great Haridasas, Raghavendra Swamigalu, Madhvacharyaru. So we should renounce the world. It does not mean that we should go out of this family life and we should not forget our duties. But thing is all the duties should aid us to give the energy for renunciation, for getting God realization. We will further continue this Bhagavata Sarodhdhara. Jai Sri Ram.